Hey guys, so kakatapos lang natin sa ating resultant of concurrent forces in space and yung topic na moment about an axis. So ngayon, magpuproceed tayo sa another topic under sa chapter 8, force system in space sa statics of rigid bodies, and that is the resultant of parallel forces in space. So kung naalala niyo sa ating chapter 2, okay, so kinuha natin yung resultant ng concurrent forces. Then, saka natin kinuha yung resultant of parallel forces and non-concurrent forces. And sa concurrent forces, hindi natin kailangan ng concept ng moment. Hindi ba? Kasi yung lahat ng forces natin sa chapter 2, sa 2D, okay, yung 2D force system, is magmi-meet or magi-intersect sa isang common point. Okay, pero dito sa resultant of parallel forces sa chapter 2, nilolocate natin yung yung kanyang resultant. Okay? So, paano nga ba natin, or ano nga bang gagawin natin sa topic na to? So, just like in solving the resultant of concurrent forces in space, we will determine all the effects, okay, of the given forces in this type of force system, yung parallel forces. It just happened that all forces here are parallel or directed in one direction only. So, paano yun? Diba sa concurrent forces, yung ating resultant is equivalent to square root of summation of fx squared plus summation of fy squared plus summation of fz squared. So, itong example natin na to, yung mga forces natin ay nasa isang direction lamang. And they are parallel to y-axis. Ibig sabihin, yung ating forces or effects, sabi dito effects, di ba? Yung effects natin in terms of x and z is equivalent to 0. Okay? Kaya yung ating resultant would be equivalent to summation of fy squared. Okay? Square root of summation of fy squared. And syempre, naka-squared to, maka-cancel out yan. Okay? Kaya ang ating resultant for parallel forces in space is equivalent to summation of fy. Kaya nga hindi natin sinabi rito na na yung ating resultant of parallel forces is laging fy or laging fx or laging fz. Kasi depende yun sa orientation ng mga forces natin. Kagaya nito, yung orientation ng ating mga forces is parallel sa ating y. Kaya yung ating resultant is equivalent to summation of fy. So, example, ito yung pinaka-resultant natin. Okay, ito yung ating R. So, ang gagawin lang natin dito, kagaya ng ginawa natin sa 2D, is hanapin yung location. Okay, we need to determine the location of the resultant. So, ngayon, since yung ating resultant is parallel sa ating y-axis, ibig sabihin, yung position ng ating resultant is in terms of x and z-axis. So, hahanapin natin yung location niya. So, ito niyan, yung location nito is, mula rito, is z. Okay? Then, kung with respect to z-axis naman, ang kanyang distance is in terms of x. Diba? So, para masasabi natin ang ating resultant R is nasa distance x with respect to z-axis and distance z with respect to x-axis. Ang tanong, paano natin masosolve ang location ng ating resultant? Okay? Paano natin masosolve yung mga yan? So, kung babalikan natin sa ating chapter 2, 2D system lang, okay, or 2D force system, nasosolve natin ang location ng ating resultant sa pamamagitan ng dalawang step. Number 1, we will take a moment at a certain point using the resultant. Okay? And number 2, procedure or second step, magmo-moment tayo using the components of the resultant. And I hope naalala nyo pa yung dalawang method na ito. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin dyan, for example, ito, yung ating resultant or yung sa step 1, gagamitan natin yung resultant sa pag-moment. Okay? So, para ma-solve natin itong Z, kailangan natin mag-moment dito sa x. Ayan. So, kukuha natin yung mx. Okay, para makuha yung or to solve distance z. Ayan. Mag-take tayo ng moment mx, okay, using the resultant. Tapos number 2, mag-take ulit tayo ng moment sa x axis using the components or lahat ng forces or components na nag-cause nung ating resultant R. Okay? Then para naman ma-solve yung ating distance x, ganun din yun. Okay? Kailangan mag-moment tayo using resultant R sa step 1 and mag-moment tayo using the forces or components. And saan tayo mag-moment? Sa z-axis. Okay? So, ito nyan, z-axis na to. Yan. So, z-axis. Okay, so isa-isayin natin yan. Kaya, magdadalaw tayong moment yan. Kaya nga, importante na alam na muna natin yung concept ng moment about an axis bago tayo mag-proceed sa topic na to na resultant of parallel forces in space. Kasi kailangan talaga nating malocate kung nasan nga ba talaga yung location ng ating R. Okay, so wag na tayo magpaligoy-ligoy pa. Of course, mag-solve na rin tayo ng problem. So, this is the introduction of the resultant of parallel forces in space under chapter 8 of force system in space. So, thank you for watching. Bye!